This equation represents the standard form of a circle and its position in the Cartesian plane, where h and k denotes the center's coordinates and the r represents the radius. By utilizing the distance formula, we will get the standard form of the equation of a circle, which will help us pinpoint the circle's location accurately. Visualizing it on a graph aids in comprehending how changing the h, k, or r affects the circle's placement and size. The general form of the equation of a circle is represented as x squared plus y squared plus dx plus dy plus f is equal to 0. Let's now go through the enriching process of transforming the standard form of the equation of a circle to its general form. Given the equation x plus 8 quantity squared plus y plus 6 quantity squared is equal to 16, expanding it is the first step. We can use the FOIL method. However, for a less complicated process, we can use the formula a plus b quantity squared is equal to a squared plus 2ab plus b squared for each binomial. For x plus 8 quantity squared, square the first term, which will give us x squared. Next is twice the product of the first term and last term, which will give us 16x. Lastly, square the last term. 8 squared is equal to 64. We can simply repeat this process for the second binomial, y plus 6 quantity squared, which will result in x squared plus 16x plus 64 plus y squared plus 12y plus 36. After expanding the equation, transpose the constant term from the right side of the equation to the left side, which will make it negative, and give us x squared plus 16x plus 64 plus y squared plus 12y plus 36 minus 16 equals 0. Next, rearrange the terms according to the general form of the equation of a circle. It will become x squared plus y squared plus 16x plus 12y plus 64 plus 36 minus 16 equals 0. Finally, simplify the equation by adding 64 and 36 together, then subtracting 16 from the sum. 64 plus 36 minus 16 is equal to 84. The general form of the equation x plus 3 quantity squared plus y plus 6 quantity squared equals 16 is x squared plus y squared plus 16x plus 12y plus 84 equals 0. Now, did you know that this equation in its general form can also be turned into its standard? Step number 1. Arrange the given. Let us arrange x squared plus y squared plus 16x plus 12y plus 84 equals 0. Let us group the x and y variables. X squared and 16x must be written beside each other. We can simply repeat this process and group y squared plus 12y. Next, transpose the positive 84 to the right side so it will become negative 84. Now we have x squared plus 16x plus y squared plus 12y equals negative 84 after arranging it. Step number 2. Group them into trinomials. Group the x variables and y variables. We will get x squared plus 16x plus blank and y squared plus 12y plus blank. Why do we have blanks here? Since we need to group them into trinomials, we must add blanks. If we add 2 blanks or spaces to the left side of the equation, we should also add 2 blanks or spaces to the right side of the equation. Now we have x squared plus 16x plus blank plus y squared plus 12y plus blank equals 7 plus blank plus blank. We are getting closer to getting the standard form of this equation. To solve for the blank area, we need to get the middle term of x squared plus 16x plus blank, which is 16x. Then divide the coefficient by 2. 16 divided by 2 is equal to 8. After that, we need to square the answer. 8 squared is equal to 64. Let's proceed to y squared plus 4y plus blank. We will simply repeat the process. 12 divided by 2 is equal to 6. Then square it. 6 squared is equal to 36. We now have x squared plus 16x plus 64 plus y squared plus 12y plus 36.
Let us move on to the right side of the equation, which is negative 84 plus blank plus blank. We should also add 64 and 36 to the left side of the equation, so negative 84 plus 64 plus 36 is equal to 16. Step number 3. We need to transform the trinomial square into the binomial square. To quickly transform x squared plus 16x plus 64 into a square of a binomial, square the first term, which is x squared, and the last term, which is 64, and copy the sign of the second term. We will have x plus 8 quantity squared. We will get y plus 6 quantity squared by following the same process. Now we have x plus 8 quantity squared plus y plus 6 quantity squared equals 16. Congratulations! The standard form of the equation x squared plus y squared plus 16x plus 12y plus 84 equals 0 is x plus 8 quantity squared plus y plus 6 quantity squared equals 16.
And from that, we can now get the values of our center and radius. The center is the opposite value beside x and y. For this equation, the value beside x is positive 8. So we will then have negative 8. And same goes for y. We have positive 6 to negative 6, which will then give us point negative 8, negative 6 as our center. Now for the radius, all we have to do is to get the square root of the number after the equal sign. For this example, we have 16, and the square root of 16 is 4. Therefore, our radius now is equal to 4.